Brother, good morning. I hope you're having a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed work shift, whatever you're doing right now. So, today's video is going to be a little bit of a mental health video, mental toughness, mental strength, whatever you want to call it. So, I think with anything you do in life, if you don't have the right mental framework, whatever you want will not come to fruition. I think once you get your mental right, you get how you think about things right, that is when great things start to happen. So if you're someone who's constantly burning out, like you start something, you give up. Your mental toughness sucks, you keep giving up, then this is the video for you. This is the mental framework that I have built for myself, and I think that you will also benefit from to achieve whatever you want to do. So, what the heck? Sorry about that. It says there's three components, but there is actually four, so I apologize for that. But acceptance of sucking, acceptance of time needed, the period of failure, which is my favorite one, and listening to your gut entirely, which I believe is God talking to you without you even knowing it. So let's get into it. So, first of all, anything you start in life, bro, you are gonna suck. Whether it be you want to become a musician, you want to be a teacher, an astronaut, a bodybuilder, you want to lose weight, you have got to accept that at the beginning, you're gonna suck. And that's okay. Do you think that LeBron James just picked up a basketball and was like, dunk, three. No, he learned to dribble. He learned to do a left hand layup. He learned to do a right hand layup. He learned to do all the little minute things. And you have to take that and use that principle as well. You have to accept right now you're going to suck. And that's okay. What a lot of people do is they'll start something and they have this humongous high expectation of like, I want to lose 50 pounds in 2 months. Let's go. And I'm going to know all this diet stuff. I'm going to know how to cook. And then they don't do it. They don't achieve it. They burn out. They give up. And then they stay on this hamster wheel that I'm sure you have felt yourself or are in yourself right now. You set such high expectations because you don't accept that you're going to suck at the beginning. You think you're going to be this goaded weight loser or basketball player or whatever, when in reality, you need to accept that you're just going to suck at the beginning. And that's fine. Like, there's not many cases where I know people just pick up a hobby or pick up a journey or pick up a goal and then they're just like good at it. Like that doesn't really happen. You have to accept that you're going to suck at the beginning and then that's okay. So, the second one, which is really hard for a lot of people to swallow, is acceptance of the time needed to achieve your goal. Anything great, truly great, will take more time than what you initially would like it to take. So, obviously, it would be better, here we are and here we want to be. It would be a lot better if this little time gap in between was like, here we are, here we want to be, and this time gap was a lot shorter. But in reality, that usually is not how it works. So you have to accept that this time block needed to get from you right now to your dream self. You have to accept that for what it's worth because also in this block of time is where you will learn what it takes. You will put the time in to this thing and that's like when you become that greater self of you. So it's like you can't skip all the good stuff to get to where you want to go. You have to accept the hard work and the time in between. And 99% of the time, like if you want to achieve XYZ in 6 months, initially, it probably is going to take you longer than that. And you have to be okay with that because that time period is needed for growth. And this is my favorite one. This is something I could talk about literally for hours. I got this from Atomic Habits. I'm sure y'all have read that book before or at least heard of it. But it's getting through periods of failure and doubt and being able to rise above those. So in my journeys and in my like let's say weight loss for example, you will go through this period of time whether it be it's going to differ from person to person, from journey to journey, but you're going to go through a period where you see little to no result on your work, and being able to wake up every day with the same amount of motivation as you did when you began and you saw crazy we were seeing really good results, and being able to wake up with that motivation on the days that you haven't seen results in a long time but still have that drive and still have your eyes on that goal will build so much character. Like I can't even explain it. And being able to like all these periods of failure and doubt, They don't just happen once in your lifetime or in your journey. They'll happen multiple times. And it's you being able to like go into this valley of disappointment, he calls it, and being able to have the right mindset to be like, I'm going to get back to this peak. And doing that over and over is how you will separate yourself from literally anybody. I bet you can name a handful of people that you know have started something, it got hard, and they gave up. That's probably like nowadays, probably like 99% of people will start something. It'll get a little bit hard. They won't be seeing weight loss or money coming in every day or this or that. And then they give up. But if you want to really be, I think, like an elite individual, I think your ability to go through those peaks and valleys with the same amount of drive and the same amount of commitment as you did when you first began will separate you. It will get you to where you want to go, and you'll look back like, man, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that hard. And now I'm to this huge peak, and then you can use that momentum into whatever you want to do. Like whenever you get out of that valley, you're to that peak, you feel on top of the world. And then when you go back into another valley, you'll look back at the last struggle you had, and you can use the same framework and the same whatever you did from that last one, and then you keep getting through these hard times, and then you just can get through hard times for the rest of your life. It's once you go through it once, you kind of have like an idea of how that goes. Like, oh, I'm in a time of I really need to push right now. Like I really need to stay hard at it. And once you do that once, you can continue that for like the rest of your life. So, number 4, this is something I think a lot of people get messed up on is following your gut, intuition, whatever you want to call it. I fully believe that is God talking to you without you realizing God's talking to you. So, something that has helped my mental and my process and building whatever personally is I started listening to like what my gut thought was right. Whenever you start listening to other people or other advice, it's good to like get advice from people. But if those ideas and those people's opinions or whatever doesn't align with your morals and what your gut thinks is right, and you still do them, you will not feel right in general. Like I've done that for the past 5 years with certain things. I would do and act in ways that didn't align with what I thought my gut felt right, or what I thought what God was telling me to do, but I still did them anyways. And I never have felt more myself than when I started doing strictly what I thought my gut thought was right. So I know that's kind of a lot, but whatever you want to do in life, whatever you want to achieve, sit yourself down and be like, does this feel right for me? Do I think this is what God would want me to do? Is God telling me that this is like the right thing, like the right step to take, or the right thing to learn, or the right person to talk to, or the right exercise program to do, or whatever? If you can just sit yourself down every day, or once every couple of days, or once every week, and just be like, am I doing what I think is in line with God's journey for me? If you can confidently say, yes, I do, you will feel so comfortable in your own skin doing whatever you're doing that you're just like, I'm following God's plan for me. So I know that I'm in the right, like, highway or like path. You know what I mean? So just following what God is telling you to do is huge. And actually, I'd like to put a fifth point in here is another topic on God is that you have to start believing that everything you want to achieve, you can on God's time. So there is a certain, I think you can believe if you can imagine something has happened to you or you have experienced it or you have achieved it, it has already happened in the universe. It has already happened in time. The only thing that stands between you and that outcome is simply time itself. But you have to believe that it will come to you when God thinks it's right for you, when the time is right for you, when you have put the time into that thing and the time has come for you. God's timing is never wrong. You may want it to be now, but if it's not happening now, then the time is not now. The time is not right. God does not think you're ready for it yet. He has not sent you that opportunity. He has not sent you that job, that position, that whatever. you have to start to believe that God will send it when it's right. And when you realize that, like I said earlier, you're doing the work every single day, you get to this point where like the only thing that stands between me and who I want to be and who I want to achieve is time. I'm doing the work. I believe God will send it whenever it's ready. So now all there is me, time, goal. That's it. I know it's a little side, a fifth point, but I think that was a good one that has helped me a lot recently. It's like, I know that I'm going to do the work, and you have to be doing the work. You can't just say, like, well, God will send it to me when I'm ready. I can just sit here and wait. No, 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 no. That's where a lot of people get skewed up. They're like, you can't just like say God's going to send it to you, or I believe God will send it when it's ready. Hold on. I got to get a drink. I'm getting parched. Hold on. Excuse me. But you have to understand that you have to be putting in the work and trusting God's timing. If you're doing both of those, like I said twice, the only thing that'll stand between you and all this goal, this big huge goal you want is time. You can't just sit around and wait for it. You can't just lay on the couch and be like, "Yep, God's gonna send it to me. I'm just waiting." No, you can't do that either. You have to be putting in the work, and if you're putting in the work, God will send it to you when you're ready. So I hope you're able to take something from this. I think that the mental framework that you build for yourself, not only will it build you, but it'll build people around you that you start telling. It'll build your kids one day, and that's another whole spill I could go on, is building your mental, not just for yourself, but for the people after you. But if you took something from this, awesome. I think every man needs to have a solid mental framework for themselves, and especially with it being like Men's Mental Health Month, I've thought about this stuff a lot. So I hope you took something from this, brother. If you enjoyed, let me know on Instagram. Shoot me a DM and say, or shoot me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, brother. God bless you.